Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So yesterday we've got our new Style Icons event for NHL 21. In my opinion, the best event because of the ability to earn a free 94 overall master item player. Something that I hope they do throughout all events going into next year maybe. But nonetheless, we want to rank and have to take a look at all of the icons, especially if we're going to get one for free. Now obviously there's a couple of main targets here, but I get a lot of questions about, should I make other ones, especially if people are getting one for free? Should I make another one? That kind of thing. Again, I don't want to go over the 95s because there's so many. And, while I think that they are decent, they're amazing cards. All of the 95s, guys, don't get me wrong, they're amazing cards. It's just the cost to get them is so high. Now, however, most are end game cards, meaning that, like the Matthews, for example, you're to make the 95, you won't ever have to replace him. It's just about over $1 million investment, $1 million coin investment, whereas the 94 is obviously a lot easier to obtain, especially with people being able to get a free one. So you have to keep that in mind. So this video, we're going to focus on the 94s. And then throughout the next week, I'll do another one about the 95, seeing if there's any ones that I think you should do because they're super overpowered. So let's get into the ranking of the Style Icons Master Items. Guys, one more thing. Make sure you use code NOSLEEVES this weekend at G Fuel as I'm getting 30% off my code yet again. So make sure you take advantage of it right now. All right, let's get into the video. All right, we'll start off with number 8. So the least important in terms of icon that I think you should go after in this event is the 94 Patrick Waugh. 6'2", 190 isn't anything special. However, if you're going to invest this much in a goaltender for Spark Distributor, you want to have that third synergy be something that you want to activate. Not that Heart and Soul is awful by any means. All the team-based ones are good. It's just that there's many other synergies I'd much rather have. Literally all of them. I'd rather have Balanced. I'd rather have Barrage. I'd rather have Swarm. And his aggression at 80 isn't anything crazy. And his stats are obviously amazing because he's not impacted by the cap hit for goaltenders. But nonetheless, just not something you want to invest in for, a goaltender. There's just many other options I'd rather have if you're going to spend this much on a goaltender. So he is number 8. Coming in at number 7 is the 94 HENRIK LUNDQVIST. Again, a goaltender is pretty tough to want to go out and get in an event just because of the cost involved. I never think it's of value or worth. But Barrage, Swarm, and Distributor is a great synergy combo. All of those are important synergies. Obviously, Spark is more important than Barrage and Swarm, but nonetheless, all three are impactful. That being said, he also has 68 aggression. The 90 HENRIK LUNDQVIST was actually pretty good, and this one with such low aggression, meaning that he's going to be able to stop those backdoor one-timers a little bit easier than guys that are a little bit more aggressive. Also, on breakaways, he's going to stay in his net a little bit more, which helps with that forehand, backhand goal. So something just to keep in mind, but still, nonetheless, not worth it in my opinion. He comes in at number 7. Coming in at number 6 is the 94 overall Mark Howe. So 5'11", 190, left-handed defenseman. Here's the thing, shutdown workhorse, and let's say you get Barrage activated. Even if you don't, with everything else activated, he does have 96 shooting, which is already phenomenal. You don't really need Barrage on this card. But that being said, he's under 6 foot, and his speed is only going to get to 89. Acceleration can only get up to 93. And then his body checking is great at 98, obviously with synergies, but nonetheless at 5'11", you still won't have those bumps off the puck against the really big forwards, let's say Matthews or Ovechkin or anyone above 6'3". It's going to be tough. That being said, also his deking at 90, again, if you're going to spend that much on a master item, you want to be able to have someone you can really control the puck with. This is just not going to do it, in my opinion. So this would be number 6 in terms of the Style Icons players. Coming in at number 5 is the 94 PK Subban. Now again, just because he's 5th in my opinion in terms of all of the master items does not mean he's a bad card, because I get that's going to be the first thing that I hear in the comment section about how he's a great right-handed defenseman. He is a very good right-handed defenseman. Here it is. Here's the thing. It does kind of is dependent on having passing playmaker and light the lamp activated, because I think his shot accuracy just a little low. Again, if you're going to get a 94 overall card, you don't want him to have, under 90 in an important stat. So if you have all of these activated and Spark and Distributor, he's a very, very good card. But his speed's only 92, and he's only 6 foot. So, when you're comparing other top-end right-hand defensemen, like Dougie Hamilton, Philip Myers, his speed is roughly the same, only those guys are 6'5" and 6'6", right? So if you're going to go with someone smaller, you might as well just go get the 92 Erik Karlsson, because basically the same card as this. It just helps out with, gets workhorse and Barrage in terms of synergies. But yeah, it's not like this is a bad card, but it's really going to be dependent. I think you need to have passing playmaker and light the lamp on this card. It's not that he's bad by any means, but again, I just think there are far better options for right-handed defensemen. So he would be number 5 in my list. Coming in at number 4 is the 94 Ken Baumgartner. We finally have an Enforcer Master item that's kind of endgame. So balanced wingman and speedster. Again, balance kind of on the outskirts in terms of team-based synergies. Not like it's a bad thing here, and definitely would really help in terms of like the deking as well as puck control. But under the assumption most players won't have it. The thing is, he's 6'1". Because his speed is so low, like his skating is kind of on the lower end, and he's 94 overall. All of his other stats are so much higher. So if you have Wingman and Speedster activated, which a lot of people do, you have Distributor and Spark activated, so his speed isn't awful. He's got a good shot in terms of wrist shot accuracy and power, and then body checking 99, stick checking 99, defense awareness 98. Like, I just think he's a good left-handed winger. Like, I think that he's built really well. Defensively, he's going to be great. His wrist shot is good. The one thing I will say is that his deking's low at 90 in terms of other top-end left-handed winger cards. So I could totally see if you need defense over forwards. Obviously, PK Subban more important than Ken Baumgartner. I just like his synergy combo a little bit more. And again, that being said, there's not a ton. Left-handed cards at the top end just aren't as in abundance as right-handed, obviously, with Panarin and Pasternak and Lemieux and Lafleur and a ton of other cards, Kessel now. So that's why he is number 4 on my list among master items for the style icons. Also, his card, it looks great. All right, coming in at number 3, we've got the 94 Bernie Nichols. To be honest, the reason why he's higher than Baumgartner and Subban is just because of the center position. However, I will say this. I think that going out and getting Mike Fisher for like $300K is still the play, but his synergy combo is what makes him elite in my opinion. So Distributor, Howitzer, and Thief, you get all of those activated. And, you've got, if you have Spark as well, that's a 90 acceleration. Center, again, doesn't need to have elite speed. But a max shot, his, hand stats are phenomenal, passing, puck control, and offensive awareness at 99. And then defensively, he's basically perfect. 99 stick checking, 96 defensive awareness, and 97 face-off. So this is all going to be dependent. If you don't need a center and you can't get Thief activated, Bernie Nichols honestly goes to number 5. But if you can get Thief activated, this is a really, really good card. He's a little bit faster in terms of skating than, the Eric Lindros from the last event, but Mike Fisher's in comparison, but his synergy combo is not nearly as elite as Bernie Nichols, so that does play into a lot of my value in this card. So in my opinion, the number 3 style icon player, the 94 Bernie Nichols. Next up, the 94 Alex Ovechkin, and again, we finally have an Alex Ovechkin card that, it can skate, because all season long in this game, fast wing meta was kind of the play, and we haven't really had Alex Ovechkin cards were probably the worst they've ever been in Hockey Ultimate Team. That being said, we've got Distributor, Wingman, and Workhorse, an elite synergy combo. You combine that with the fact he can get 98 acceleration with 91 speed, 99 shooting, and Ovechkin cards kind of tend to shoot and play a little bit better in terms of their shot, better than what their stats indicate, much like McDavid in skating. His hand stats are basically perfect. Defensively, he's phenomenal. 6'3", he's elite in his own zone. This is an end-game Alex Ovechkin card. Like, this is very close to being the best right-handed winger card. The only thing that's stopping it is that 91 speed, but it's not detrimental by any means. He is full zone player, offensive, defensively, just a great card, and number 2 among the style icons. And then lastly, finally, a master icon, Auston Matthews. So we've got a master set 94 overall, Auston Matthews with Spark, Howitzer, and Thief. Here's the thing, all right, 6'3", 220, incredible card. 93 speed before Distributor. Okay, so everyone has Distributor basically, so 96 speed. He's got basically a perfect shot. His hand stats are all touching 97. And then defensively is 99 stick checking, 94 defensive awareness, and with Spark, a 94 body checking. Here's the thing. If you can't get Thief activated, he's a winger, and there's nothing wrong with that. He's still one of the best left-handed wingers you can get in this game. If you can get Thief activated, he can go on center, and he is still one of the best centermen as well. He is built like a centerman, right? But you can also play him on the wing if you don't have Thief. It's all going to depend on that, but just an unbelievable card. I'm super happy. I love Auston Matthews as a player. I'm stoked he finally got a master item, and it will be the card that I go out and grind for to get for free, much like a lot of other people as well. And I'm super happy that they, they highlighted him in an event this year. So Auston Matthews, the number 194 overall style icon player. All right, guys, so that is going to do it for today's rankings of the master items. Let me know what you think in the comments section down below. And again, please subscribe for daily NHL content. If you come back every day and you're watching all the videos, just hit me with a subscribe. That way you get notified immediately. All right, guys, I will see you next time. Have a good one.